Hey, this video is mainly for Mike, I know got a lot of solar powered stuff. I mentioned the battery and all that other stuff, but here's the actual light system I've got. This right here is an 18 watt Coleman solar cell. You can get them with or without the charge controller. I elected to get it without it, didn't think about it. I'm using a Kintrex charge controller, which is rated up to 7 amps. This is that battery that I was talking about. It's a small little, I think 3500 milliamp hour one, lead acid. It uses all these standard connectors, that style connector, and so far it seems to work pretty good, at least here, but at any rate, the only thing I had to do is, since it's all cobbled together, I had to wire up a switch to the load side of this, and then I've got about 15 feet of wire so that I have that wired up to, here's the actual LED. It's a Truckstar brand LED utility light. It says it's 18 watts. Now, I don't know, it doesn't look like much, but this is bright sunlight and it's actually showing up as being on. So this is the setup I've got. I actually put together a wooden frame for the solar cell to get it at an optimal angle, and since it's going onto a steel roof, I've actually got magnets that I use to keep it in place, and then obviously I put in a backside just to keep it from catching wind. And this is just a regular I think it's a 4-gang utility box. I took some L brackets. Actually, these are going to be opposite, but these will actually bolt to the wall, and that way I've just cleared this out so that when these are bolted to the wall with a spacer, this battery box will just slide in and lock in place, and this will be up in the rafters. This will be bolted down to the rafters right next to it, and then I've got this will just bolt to the rafters as well, and I can just rotate it around as I need to and just pivot it. But anyway, Mike figured you'd appreciate that. I'm curious what you've got for your solar system. I know you've got a little better setup than I do, but just curious. Oh yeah, and I still have a couple of connections here. These are all soldered and then shrink wrapped, but I still have a little bit of exposed metal here that I'm gonna have to just put these are blade connectors. I'm gonna have to put a little bit of electrical tape on it just to make sure that in the event the thing shakes in the wind, or heaven forbid an earthquake, they're not gonna sit there and short out. Now granted, all it would do is blow out the battery, but still, having battery acid on top of a 1,200 pound horse, not a good thing. Anyway, later. Hey, got the solar light installed. Figured I'd give you a quick walkthrough of how it actually got installed. Okay, simple. Here's the switch I was mentioning. There's the solar light over there. Or I should say the LED light. This here's Buddy. And up there's the charge controller. The wires come up over the top. There's the battery holder like I was mentioning. And it actually will slide up. You can actually take the whole thing off, or the battery comes out through the top. And there's the light with and you can see that large box behind it is the solar panel. So, all in. Works well, and someone's hungry. So, anyway, later guys.